channel.
Hello guys, thanks for staying with us and welcome back to the channel. Finally, where we give you detailed analysis of sport from fans' reaction to pre and post matches and of course in-depth matches. I have my brothers here with me once again, AY Baba and Official. Guys, good to have you guys on set. Yes, join us on social media platform on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, we're reading the full package all at Final Whistle 931. Yes, we have a lot coming from the camp of the Super Eagles. Official, I want to start with you real quick on this one. We saw their training, the last training before the match tomorrow.
Yes, last training before the match, putting some finishing touches, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. Issac Saviour Mr. Perfection, I have to call him that now because ever since he came, he seems he has given us different schedule back to back regarding training. I've never seen the Super Eagles engage in a more meaningful training than Issac Saviour coming into play. I'm telling you. So yes, now we see when their phones and everything. When last did we see these players come to the field with their phone? The only time we see them with their phone now is in the hotel room. When last did we see them in the field, in that oval, in that training ground, on grass with phone? It's been long. So meaningful training now, we have to give him for that. And the result is showing 4 matches so far, no loss so far. And I think it's a morale booster going to whatever training and whatever competition or whatever match. And I'm sure he doesn't want to lose that record tomorrow. You understand? So last training, we saw a lot of bit of play in it because I would say all work and no play makes Jacks a dull ball. And we saw them, the little tag team that they pose them, you have to chase down your opponent. Even the attackers, the likes of chrisantus, Uche, Maduka Okoye, they were the first in line. You have to press. We saw that in the Champions League, the likes of Dembele, Quarastella pressing down their right back and left back. So we saw a little bit of tag there, exchanging shirts, tag, chase down your man down. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do the whole thing. So we saw that earlier before they did the rondo as usual, the monkey pose, the one we know it, before they extended everything. And I think one thing I noticed and I'm actually happy with, I saw Maduka Okoye use more of his feet today. I don't know if it is the goalkeeper training working on him on that, because we actually needed that. We actually need that starting play from the back, and I saw him use more of his feet to now. I was say, okay, something new in training. That's what we're talking about now. If this guy can give us something like that in training, and in match we see it happen, we know that it is build up in training. Not that you're trying to try new things in the match. Try it in training. If it works for you, you know, okay, yes, confidence you can actually try it in training. So I think I like it. I saw them compact themselves in half of the pitch, you understand, just to get a little bit of rondo. That's the short passes, which are very, very, very good in training, because if you are playing against a low block team that wants to defend, the short passes, the patient build up play, we saw a lot of that. Compact, no casualty so far, and I like the spirit of fair play. Once they beat your man, it's good. And the last I think the training was capped up by Issac Saviour again, a good goal in the last this thing. So hopefully it starts tomorrow. So a lovely training, I must say.
Thank you, Official. How do you assess the training today?
About all work and no play makes Jacks a dull ball. What Official said, the phrase he used, I think I stumbled or I saw the new boy from Krasnodar. He was initiated today, and he had a very fantastic moment with the boys. Particularly, people have always been saying he looks like Ashake. So I know the only song he sang was "Lonely at the Top." just to make it. So I think, and we saw him vibing, and all other players were vibing alongside him. So I think, like I said in the morning, I think this is going to be one of the biggest litmus tests for Issac Saviour. No doubt, people are saying this is not a grade A friendly, but whatever it is, these Russians are not pushovers. For crying out loud, they are taking us to a 78,000 capacity stadium, one of the biggest in I think the ninth biggest stadium in Europe, the biggest in Russia. So what kind of friendly are we talking about? How do you want to play in a stadium that is jam-packed with over, let's say, 70,000 people? Because I know the Russians, they will come because they don't get to see football. Their team have not been playing football, like, so this one that they are getting to see, they will eventually come out. So let's just say it's going to be one of the biggest opponents that Issac Saviour has faced. Like I said, in the last 2 games they've scored 10 goals. They've not lost in the last 15 games. The last team they played collected 5. The one before the last collected 5. So and the stadium, you need to see how beautiful it is. I think we should be preparing for the best of the matches. Match come tomorrow by 6 p.m.
Anyway, talking about the Russian side now, you understand, looking at the Scouts matches now, I know a lot of people can talk about the Jamaican side. Removing the Jamaican side, I think this is the proper European team first proper European team Scouts Super Eagles will face now. So it's good to see how we're going to be able to set up playing a team outside an African terrain, because you're looking at Zimbabwe, you're looking at Rwanda, you're looking at Ghana before the Caribbean side Jamaica. So proper European team. Let us see the way European team will put the ball, how we can press them. Because if we're talking about going to the World Cup, these are the kind of things we're expecting to play. You understand? So I would like to see how we set up. I don't want to see that physicality in it. I want to see more of the technical know-how in it. You understand? Let us be able to string passes. Let us not even chase goals first. You understand? Yeah, let the ball flow. Let's see more of that. Let us be that. It's been long. Nigerian will playing ball, and all those kind of chants that uncle used to teach us. All those kind of things. You know, it's because of strings of passes. You understand? Before it leads to goal. Hopefully, Kasha will give us one to note.
I'm not sure I'll be a fan of this in Russia. I think it's very. It will be very okay. How do you want to chant that? I'm saying 78,000 capacity. So how many of your fans? So it is not even advisable for them to start that kind of thing. We know that Russia is currently at war with country. This is supposed to be a friendly. Let us keep it at that. Okay, you think so? So please let them just enjoy the game. Let them just enjoy the game. I think they know what is at stake. So I think let them enjoy the game. And for me, I always usually say, it's not about results sometimes. It's all about the performance. Yes, performance will now eventually get the result, but performance first, then results. Not result before performance. We are saying results, you might get a scrappy 1-0, and then you see errors upon errors. But we want to see a Super Eagles identity. We want to see a good synergy between the boys going to the World Cup. Yes, we have gotten a good momentum from the Unity Cup. Let us get another good momentum from this Russian friendly, which is going to be good for us. Like I said, if they get a 1-0 or 2-0, it's not bad for me. But as far as the performance is good, that is what matters at this point. Because we've talked about how this team just sleeps off when they are leading. So if they get a 2-0 win, which is like a clean sheet for us, we would say so it's a very good positive for us at home, playing away from far away from home. So I think it's all good for me, and I'm going to say the Russians are not pushovers. Let's not forget that they hosted the World Cup a couple of years ago. So we are not even near a country that can host the AFCON yet. So after a long time we've hosted it. So look at it, we are playing against a country that has hosted the World Cup. So I think we should be ready for the best.
Now, officially, you've always talked about good training and all that. Now we saw Maduka Okoye in the post. We saw William Ekon returning back to the defensive line, and Tolaro Kodare at the front line. Now, assessing this training today, now, do you think we are in good and approaching this match tomorrow?
Yes, we are. I'm always a fan of training, because I feel 90 minutes is too small for a player to actually impress a coach. But in training ground, I think that is where you have the liberty to make mistake. So the coach can correct you, and the coach can see your intention in whatever you're doing. Because we are going to this Russian friendly now with about three strikers, if I'm not mistaken. Is it 3 or 4? Tolu, Victor Boniface, Alimi, and Moses Simon. Four strikers, you understand? So how many of them are getting to start? Midfielders still want to come up. Defenders still want to see substitution there. Amas still want to get minutes against the Maduka Okoye. You understand? So it depends. That is why if our subscribers follow, that is why we always keep talking about camp updates. The training, the most impressive person on the training, so that subsequent list when we see their name, you understand? We understand that it's because he's a good trainer. You understand? He has a good impact. That is reliable even though he's not called up to the match. Is reliable in case it needs to be called up. So the match is going to be good. Maduka Okoye should start, because it's been a long time I've been calling for it. So hopefully we see our mass in the later stages. I don't know. It's a friendly. There's no limited amount of changes. 20 players, 11 gets to start, 9 on the bench. Hopefully we see Migmaro some rules, but technically, like I said, 45-40 minutes is still a good number for any substitution to come in and affect the game. But above all, it is a training for me, and so far so good. We have not seen Issac get angry with anybody because he trained badly. Because everybody's putting up, everybody knows what's at stake. That okay, inside these 20 players, how many of them are going to get recalled back when the senior boys are back, when the likes of Victor Osimhen, all of them are right? You understand? So train well, and if you impress, probably subsequently this will see you.
All right, thank you so much, official. Thank you guys so much. Yes, that's camp update from the Super Eagles camp, and we just saw the last training of our boys ahead of the match tomorrow versus Russia, 6 p.m. Now go to the comment section, tell us how you feel about the training today, and let us know if we are in good hand approaching this Russian game tomorrow. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.